Hello. My apologies for a beautiful, although a bit maybe loud background noise of the jungle view that I am currently having in my house. I just felt inspired to share a few words, this time without my face. But maybe that's for good. It won't be distracting from the main message that I am trying to say and wanting to share to the world. Recently I've watched a video, beautiful interview of my beloved Dr. Toomey and beautiful Lachey that I actually discovered through and thanks to Toomey, which is also a very beautiful soul, sharing her passion about health and her own healing, which is always the most beautiful, authentic and inspiring, because in the end we only can speak from our own experience, and we only ever do that. You can never share the perspective that is not yours. The perspective, maybe you can share something you've heard, but nothing will be powerful as your own experience, as powerful as your own experience. They say that you can acquire so many information and so-called knowledge, but the true wisdom is to implementing that into your life and knowing that deeply in yourself. And that's when the true wisdom is born. And for a long time I've been hiding myself by myself. Nobody hid me in a way. And I had so many attempts to try to speak up, to use my voice in whatever shape or form it would manifest, whether that be writing, whether that be sharing with my face, whether that be speaking. But there was almost this one missing part that I always was overlooking, and it was my idea of self-worth, self-value, and that I don't deserve, because I'm not there yet. I'm not perfect yet. I am not, quote unquote, healed fully. But who is? And isn't healing, not in the most maybe drastic ways, but in every, even subtle ways, just an ongoing process that lasts all our lives, and we can put it a different name, but returning to wholeness, to even more wholeness. We are always whole, but sometimes we experience in our physical lives, we go through experience that we experience we are not. And so I believe the healing, as in for growing, becoming more of who you truly are, more beautiful, more embodied, more pure, more true to yourself and to others, more actualized, realized, so to speak. And we all here coexist. You can never avoid that. We are as a human species, we are a group species, a social species that, as beautifully Toomey reminded me, we need. This is not even the want or desire. I believe we need that. We need that source of connection. And maybe it doesn't have to be to human beings, especially at all times. There are times for hermiting and cocooning in your space until you can fly and be a butterfly. Or you can get yourself to a monastery and become a monk and don't speak to anyone and just be in your own world of pure nothingness, of pure I am. But in the end, in our human journeys, I believe there is a time to actually use that beautiful wisdom we've gathered in those quiet states, in the meditation, in the cocooning phase. And when we are ready to be a butterfly, to spread our wings and fly and share our gifts, and it doesn't have to be in a teacher or preacher kind of way. It can just as easily be as in just being a mother and tending and caring to your child, or having a beautiful fruit garden and taking care of the fruits and your cats or animals. It does not always have to be, or even just living your, you would say, normal life. But when you are in that state, you naturally radiate, you're naturally shining. Your energy is naturally so I don't want to say addicting, but attractive. And even by your own presence, whatever you've acquired and learned and grown into, it has a ripple effect. You don't even have to speak. Your energy would speak for itself. You are healing the world, you are healing others, just by purely doing the inner work. But for me, the source of expression was always speaking and writing. And whenever I closed myself, I saw myself also going down, which just for me is a beautiful proof that by empowering others, you empower yourself. By reminding others who they are, you remind that to yourself. And how often we find ourselves being so much kinder to other people. If other people on a group or in a community would say they would beat themselves up because they felt they failed, you would encourage them. You would not think of them as a failure. And therefore it makes you realize, hey, so often we speak these things to others. We know them. We know these are ultimates in a way. Yet to ourselves, we forget to apply them. Isn't that a paradox? So my inspiration for today is to just share a quick message of, as always, be yourself, and your true self will express itself in the ways that are most aligned to you and most aligned with your gifts, with your desires, with your passions, with your talents. And just follow that inner impulse. And first, believe that you are whole. You already are whole. And don't try to deny it. But look, I have this issue, but I have that. You are whole. You were born whole and perfect. And you will die, so to speak, whole and perfect. And especially, and whatever you're experiencing right now, that is seemingly the prove to you that there is a lack of it, that you're lacking in any way, know that this is not true, because it's not. And especially by believing, reaffirming and declaring that you are whole, that you are perfect, that you are divine, the natural manifestations that are needed in a way for your logical mind, for your physical body, for whatever that might be, even for your thoughts to adjust or align and decisions to be made from that state. They always would lead you to the place of your affirmation, of saying, of the definition of who you say you are. And if you say you are whole and healthy and perfect and divine, so that it is. You cannot say one moment, I am perfect, and then another moment say, fuck this, I am not, I have this issue and that issue. This is bullshit. Then what you are experiencing, then who you are telling yourself you are. It all always starts from within, all. And this is just a beautiful reminder, I believe, to all, and I hope everyone can take something, at least some value out of it. Even if you don't agree completely, then that's also a value, because you know what you do agree completely. So this is my little message from me to you for today. Stay well and love yourself, and know that you are already perfect and divine, and everything that you desire is already yours, because it is. Because it is.